lights on. So we're going.
Yo, Greg.
So can we try to have as little talking as possible?
You talking to me?
I-E. Spelled it wrong, and you spelled that wrong too. Good job.
Manus.
M-A-N-E-S.
Is it Manus?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's Z-O-I-E for your information.
Wow, that's so sad.
Z what? Z-O-I-E? Oh my gosh.
That's not
Were your
even a
parents on
name.
drugs when they named you?
Probably.
Hello. Talk, Joey.
Welcome to
Okay, I
Hooper
can
Stadium.
I heard everything you said.
That's okay. Are you live with us too?
So can we could hear everything in here, so just, if you talk, just as quiet as possible.
Do I click that?
So are we good?
Yes. You're on. You guys are live.
Live from Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. The Nevada Union Miners present Football is Back. Tonight, the Miners take on the Antelope Titans. In a game, now Nevada Union has the ball, handoff over on the right side, and a nice gain on the play by Justin Houlihan. Joining me tonight, producing, directing, is Zoe Manus, and my color partner tonight will be Joey Santa. Joey, are we looking forward to a good night of football?
Yes, we are, Jim. As we're joining in live right now, it's 14-0. Antelope lead right now with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
And Tyler Nielsen hits the left side, but is stopped right there. Nevada Union coming into the season with a lot of promise. They came off of a bad year last year, but there's a lot of reason to be optimistic. At quarterback for the Miners is Owen Dalbon. His father also happens to be a longtime coach of Nevada Union, Brad Dalbon. So here comes Dalbon. And he throws the ball backwards, and it's going to be a big loss for the Miners. The toss was to Dawson Fay, but by the time Fay got the ball, there were several Antelope defenders on top of him.
There sure was, Jim, and this Nevada Union team has a lot of juniors on this team, so our experience is not as well as all the other teams in this SFL.
So they will punt. Here is the punt away. A good punt, calls for a fair catch, and makes the catch at the 38-yard line. On the reception there,
we do have a flag on the play after the play.
Logan Paulson called for the fair catch for the Titans. And I think, you know what, Joey, I think this is going to go against the Miners.
Yes, it looks like number 20, Justin Houlihan, was in after that play.
Dead ball foul against the Miners. And, you know, tonight the Miners have kind of killed themselves so far with penalties. We've got 6 seconds left in the first quarter, and the Miners are trailing 14-0. They'll have a drive, Joey, that has really had great potential, in which they've gained a lot of yards, but then they commit a penalty.
Yes, Jim, these mistakes early are hurting the Nevada Union Miners. As you can see, the score 14-0.
At halftime tonight, we're almost at the end of the first quarter, but at halftime tonight, we're going to talk a lot about these Miners, and we're going to get a feel for who they are and what we can look forward to. This is a project by Nevada Union High School where we are going to broadcast all home Miners games this season. And this week it's on YouTube. Next week it'll be on locally on Comcast, and we'll also be streaming it on the World Wide Web. And this is an opportunity for the students to direct, produce, film, do sound, do graphics. And, Joey, I'm looking forward to working with you this season.
Yes, it's a great program that we're getting started here. And Dennis Houlihan, not very happy with that penalty. Talking with the refs for a long time after that.
So here we go. First down for the Titans. Fakes, rolls right. Last play of the first quarter, turns the corner but doesn't gain much on the play. Nick Spagnola, the quarterback for the Titans, never did give up the ball, and so that's the end of the first quarter. And a look at the scoreboard, not going well for the Miners in the first, down 14-0. But, here we go, Joey. We hit the lights for this season. The Miners have a tough season this year. They're in one of the toughest leagues in the nation in the Sierra Foothill League, and they also have a number of preseason games that are going to be tough.
They sure do, Jim, and we're starting right out with these Antelope Titans right now. Just they're great, tough team as well, and it doesn't get any easier after this.
It does not. Last year, the Titans went undefeated in league play, and then in the playoffs, they ran up against Rockland, and they did lose that game. But this is a very confident team in Antelope. They're a team that knows how to win. And tonight against the Miners have had some bad luck, but they've failed to put points on the board.
Yes, and I think they would have more success without these penalties. They've just mistake after mistake with these personal fouls or unsportsmanlike conducts. They're just hurting themselves with that.
So 2nd down and 11. Spagnola is back. Fakes the pass, and now finally throws it in the flat, and that's going to be a first down, but a flag comes in, and we'll have to see what that is. It is not necessarily in the area where you would expect a holding flag by the offense, but kind of a flag-happy crew in the first quarter, and it is holding against the Antelope Titans.
That is a break for the Nevada Union defense. That was a well-written up play by Antelope, and they would have got a first down on that.
That takes them back to a first down, and it looks like 18 yards on the play. Excuse me, a 2nd down and 18. 11:52 to go, second quarter action.
And I don't expect these Nevada Union Miners to just give up right now. This Nevada Union team is very excited about this season, and they believe they have a lot of potential.
And now a timeout is called by the Titans. Nick Spagnola is, as I mentioned, the quarterback for the Titans. He experienced a lot of success last season in league play. He is a senior, and he leads this team onto the field today. Joey, what are some of the things that you think are important to note about the Miners?
Well, like I said earlier, there's a lot of juniors on this team, but some of them, including number 20, Justin Houlihan, also Dawson Fay, all of them, and Dawson's brother, Hayden Fay, all of them have played up. Dawson last year was a freshman. He played on the JV team, and Hayden and Justin and a couple other guys, they went up to varsity, so they do have some experience, and last year it was rough for them. They were 1-9. But they've struggled, but Coach Dabon said that he thinks they're going to break through this season. I feel it, or he said, I feel it, and the kids feel it as well. So that's good. They have confidence with themselves.
2nd down and 18. Spagnola under center. Rolls right. Now a screen. The screen looks like it's picked up, but he gets away on the play and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Zion Cobb on the carry for the Titans, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
Nevada Union had a chance to get them for a loss of yards or right back to the line of scrimmage, and they just weren't able to wrap up and bring them down.
And this is an opportunity for them to halt Antelope's drive.
With 11 minutes left in the second quarter, Antelope still leads 14-0.
Back to pass. Good protection, throws it in the flat again, complete. Breaks the first tackle, and then the Miners swarm on it, and it will be 4th down.
Yes, I think this is good confidence for the Nevada Union defense as well. They've made it easy for Antelope with the stupid penalties that they've had. So now they forced a fourth down, and it's going to be a tough decision whether to punt it or go for it for Coach.
And you know, Joey, it looks like they're going to go for it here.
It sure does.
They have a very good offense, and it's very difficult to predict exactly what they're going to do. I would think Spagnola will take it into the air here on this 4th and 5. Fakes it, now rolls left, up the middle. First down. Gets into the Miners secondary, and in fact, it was carried by Garrett Chapman.
Yes, a fake on that. The Nevada Union defense bid on it, and he just had a wide open hole on the left side.
The Miners tonight having a hard time with this Antelope offense.
They sure have.
You know what, though, Joey? This is all part of the fine-tune to get ready for the regular season. There's going to be some difficulties in that first game. So now here we go. Spagnola this time under center. Handoff. Up the middle, carrying on the play is Elijah Dotson. And a gain of 5 yards brings up a 2nd and 5.
As you're just talking about, NU opens league play at home against Rockland, who was 10-4 last year, and that's on September 23rd. And this CIF is just super tough.
The SFL is a tough league, and Joey mentioned the CIF. That's the governing body for football in the section here. So it's 2nd and 5. Left side hit. Finally goes down. Flag comes in on the play. Elijah Dotson again with the carry.
Yes, the CFL.
Canadian football.
The SFL, however, none of the games are going to be easy for Nevada Union. They're going to have to fight with everything they have with all of them to be in the games.
And a tough preseason schedule for Nevada Union. Of course, tonight they have this game. Next Friday, they're playing at Placer. The following week, they're at Lincoln. And then they are back to Hooper Stadium for a big matchup on September 16th against Napa before they go into league play. Napa, a team that the Miners have played in the years past, but it's always been in the playoffs. So now we get to see a preseason game.
Yes, that should also be a terrific game for both teams. Should be fun to watch.
A good fine-tune for the Miners. So now on the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15. On the hold. Rolls right. Looks over the middle. Being chased. Throws and complete.
They missed that.
Yes, rolling out of the pocket. Oh, a flag comes after the play. Another one after the play ends.
Logan Paulson with the reception. Let's see what we have here. Ineligible man downfield against Antelope.
So now Antelope is digging themselves in a hole with all these penalties. Let's see if the Nevada Union Miners can take advantage of that and stop them on this 2nd down.
You should tell the camera person who's doing the camera.
So takes it back a little bit farther. That'll make it a 2nd and 20. This has got to be a good opportunity for the Miners to hold.
It sure is, Jim. And now the Miners had all the penalties early, and now it's Antelope. And Antelope did take advantage of the Miners' penalties, so let's see if Nevada Union can do the same.
Clock stalled at 8:16 on this 2nd and 20. In these situations, the Titans have been excellent at getting yardage back.
Let's see on the 2nd and long here for Antelope.
Back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He throws long for the end zone.
Double
and
coverage.
It is going to be incomplete.
Yes, he was double covered on that receiver. And this Nevada Union defense is being led by 6'1" 225-pound middle linebacker Justin Houlihan, who's entering his third year on this varsity squad. He's a junior this year, and that was good second and long defense right there by the Miners.
And Jace Wheeler also back defending. So that brings up a big third down play. In fact, coming into the season, the one area where the Miners were suspect was pass defense. And so Antelope now trying to pick up their yardage via the air. So a big third down play. Spagnola back. Here comes the rush. Gets it away. Throws it way downfield, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's a great third down by Nevada Union. And now I cannot see Antelope going for that 4th and long. So the Miners' defense takes advantage of the Antelope Titans' penalties.
Well, Joey, let's see what they do, because they might have 4th and 20, but they're at the Miners' 37-yard line. So
too long to kick the field goal and too short to punt, you think?
I think so. So if the Miners are going to prevail on this set of downs, they are going to have to stop them on 4th.
Yes, they're on the 36-yard line. And the first down right there is over on the 18.
4th and 20. Big play here for both teams. Spagnola almost looked like he's going to change the call at the line of scrimmage, and then
timeout,
they take
Antelope.
a timeout.
So you think they're trying to draw them off sides there to get a little closer, or what do you think,
No,
Jim?
I think that they realized that they have to have a very organized play on 4th down, and they weren't quite where they wanted to be. So they'll call timeout. They will regroup. They're leading by 14 points with 8:04 to play in the first half.
Yes, and Antelope has one more timeout. They've used both of theirs, or 2 out of 3 of theirs in this second quarter.
Well, and you've got to think, too, Joey, that in this particular situation, they're saying to themselves, hey, we're up 14-0. Let's see what we can do on this 4th down play. And if they've scouted, they may know that the Miners on defense, especially pass defense, has been difficult.
Yes, and if Nevada Union gets a stop here, I think it'll be huge for them and their energy on the sidelines. They need to carry that energy over to the offense and put some points on the board.
So here we go. 4th down.
Big 4th down early on in this game.
Spagnola's back. Lots of time to throw. Throws over the middle, short screen. Has a few more yardage to go and gets the first down. So on 4th and 20, they pick up 23, and it will be 1st down and 10 for the Titans. Joey, what happened there?
Nevada Union was just unable to get him down. They were trying to tackle with their arms there and not their whole bodies.
And if the Miners go down 21-0 by half, they're going to fight an uphill battle in the second half.
They sure are. They need to keep them out of the end zone.
Man in motion, but gives up the middle, and some good yardage on the play, and I think he got another 1st down.
Nevada Union just having such a tough time bringing their backs down.
But there is a penalty flag on the play. No, I guess it wasn't a penalty flag. Number 8, Anthony Wright, lost his shoe, it looked like. So it's 1st and goal now for Antelope. And a flag on the play as Nevada Union goes off sides.
Yes, going to be on Nevada Union. So it'll be 1st and goal again from the 1.5. A quote from Justin Houlihan is he said, "We need to be more physical and just stop people." And right now they're having a tough time. What do you think, Jim?
They're playing a very good team. However, the thing about it is that they're going to play good teams every week with the schedule that they have. So you have to get used to being able to execute defensively as well as offensively. And now it's 1st down. And touchdown, Antelope.
Yes, Nevada Union down 20-0 now with 7:08 left in this second quarter. And What's in their minds right now? Every single Miner on the sidelines and on the field right now. What are they thinking?
Well, you've got to take a look at it, and you've got to think to yourself, they have approached this season as a whole new start with more depth. They're coming together, although they're largely juniors, and here's the spot and the kick, and it is good. 7:08 to play in the second quarter. Miners down 21-0. All of the coaches have said that they're more prepared. They've said Owen Dalbon, who is the quarterback for Nevada Union, he is smart. He handles pressure well. Their offensive line, they've said, is bigger and is more confident. They'll be able to do their jobs. They have the same backfield as they do last year. If they stay healthy, that's great promise. They may lack the number of players or huge depth, but they have good players. The pass defense, Joey, it's going to be seen what happens there. But the run stop has been good. Antelope has just been picking them apart in the air.
Yes, they sure have. And as you talked about, Owen Dalbon, just a great athlete. He plays basketball in the winter and track in the spring and this in the fall. So his athleticism will definitely help him at the quarterback position.
Deep for the Miners are Dawson Fay and Tyler Nielsen. Miners will at least have one more chance before halftime, and it's a pooch kick. A Miner called a fair catch and then caught the ball, and the Miners will take up shop a little bit short of the 30-yard line.
Yes, Talon Joyce on that play on the right side of the field. Number 2, do you not feel comfortable running that one? Or?
Well, I don't get that because he could have at least gotten another 5 to 10 yards.
Yes, there's not anyone in his vicinity over there.
So let's see how the Miners do on their 4th possession of the night.
Yes, they need to march down the field and at least get 3 points on this possession so they have a little confidence, more confidence going to the locker room.
Hayden Fay is spread wide to the near side. 1st and 10. Rolling out. He's going to look for Fay. No, he isn't. He's going to throw over the middle, and it's an incompletion to Owen Day.
Yes, Owen Dalbon leaking out to the right side of the field on that play, and they were just unable to connect. He was trying to throw on the run, and he just threw a little bit behind Owen Day.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Day again, excuse me, wide here, back to pass, throws in the flat, has a receiver, 1st down for Nevada Union. Nice catch there by Dawson Fay.
Nice play there by the Nevada Union offense, and just they need to cut into this lead little by little. Every 1st down is big for Nevada Union at this point.
I think that this drive, number 1, is a must score, but also the Miners have moved the ball well. So let's see what they do here. This one is up the middle with no gain on the play, and looks like the ball was carried by Justin Houlihan.
Yes, that hole was just never there for Justin Houlihan. The defense knew right what was coming, and they lost a yard on that play.
6:23, the clock is running. 2nd quarter action.
Nevada Union also needs to not have any penalties on this offensive drive. They've hurt themselves with that on offense.
Hayden Fay far side wide. And now, right side, nice gain on the play.
Dawson Fay on that play to the right side of the field, and he gets about 6 yards. It should be 2nd and about 3rd and about 6 for the Nevada Union Miners.
5:44 to go, 2nd quarter action. Jim Adams, Joey Santa tonight, bringing you all the action of Nevada Union football. And now a handoff at the last minute. Nice gain by the Miners. Gets outside, breaks 1 tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, picks up the 1st down.
Yes, terrific carry by Tyler Nielsen on that play. Avoiding tackles. He had that stiff arm at the end, and that will be enough for a Miners 1st down. great carry by Tyler Nielsen and good blocking on the offensive line side as well.
Clock is restarted, 5:22 to go.
Miners marching down on the field as they are on Antelope's 39-yard line.
One back, single backfield, but then back to pass. And now throws long over the middle. Has a receiver out in front, but throws way too far on the play. And that one was intended for Hayden Fay.
Yes, Hayden did beat his defender on that play. He had a couple steps on him. Just the throw a little too long for Owen Dalbon. Do you think Owen's a little nervous tonight, starting his first game as a junior?
He might have in his first series, but, Joey, he played at quarterback all of last season. Maybe there were some butterflies knowing that he would have different people, but the fact of the matter is that I think he was prepared to go tonight. And the Miners have shown glimpses of really being able to execute. And here's a chance, 2nd and 10. Oh, nice inside draw and a good gain. First down, Nevada Union. On the play, the carry by Tyler Nielsen.
Tyler, another key run on that play, enough for a Miners first down, and the Miners going down the field, driving down the field really well. What's the success on this drive, Jim?
Well, they need to get it into the end zone. Down 21-0, they need to put some points on the board. And here he is, back to pass. And before he can get started, there's a penalty flag on the far side of the field. We'll have to see whether it's offsides or motion on the play, and it is a motion penalty against Nevada Union, a false start, and that will take them back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15.
Yes, Nevada Union just can't have any more penalties as their drives have been going well, and then they just hit themselves with penalties.
If you're watching along our network of stations, please tune in. We're going to be televising 5 of the live NU home games. The next airing will be September 16th when Napa comes calling. A week later when Rockland is here, and then Del Oro. Here he is, rolling right. I think he's going to run. He will, but Owen runs out of bounds for about a 3-yard gain.
Yes, I think that was a good decision by Owen Dalbon. The right side was open, and none of the receivers were open downfield.
So the penalty causes Nevada Union to be 2nd and 10. And this has been a series different, Joey, than what we saw in the walkthroughs where Nevada Union had 66% run and 34% pass. They're passing quite more frequently, so they've got to be very comfortable with it. Fay near side, handoff inside, breaking through. Nice gain by Dawson Fay. And that will bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, Dawson Fay on that play. He led the JV Miners a season ago with 908 rushing yards and 335 receiving yards with a total of 15 touchdowns. So the Nevada Union team was really looking forward to having Dawson up on varsity this year. It's going to be 3rd and about 6 for this Nevada Union Miners.
Joey, this has to be 4-down territory.
Yes, it sure does. They just need to get some points on the board before halftime.
Here's the pitch. This side finds the hole, breaks inside. Nice gain, out of bounds at about the 11.
Tyler Nielsen on that carry, just continuing to put the Miners on his back. Tyler Nielsen with 3 key rushing attempts this drive, and Tyler's really helped them get to the 11-yard line on this drive.
So they're laying down the yard markers, so it's got to be a 1st and goal. The ball is just inside the 10-yard line by inches. So Owen Dalbon is going to have to earn it. And now it's going to be even more difficult because there's no gain on that play on the carry to the right side. In fact, a slight loss of 1 yard, so it will be 2nd and goal from the 11.
Yeah, that play looked broken up right at the beginning as Dawson Fay, number 4, had nowhere to go on the right side.
So let's see what the Miners come up with. Really, basically, they have 3 plays to make it into the end zone.
Guy in motion. Penalty. Oh, no, timeout by the Titans.
So the Titans take another timeout, and that will reduce them down to no timeouts left here in the first half.
Yeah, the Miners on this drive had a fast-paced offense, and they've kept Antelope on their heels the whole drive.
And there you see the scoreboard, 2:35 to go in the second quarter. Second and goal from the 11. The Miners down 21-0. How important is it for them to get some points going into halftime?
It's so important, Jim. They just need confidence as well, and the confidence, if they score, will help their defense, and their defense will be motivated more to stop the Titans' offense, as they've allowed 21 points, and the Miners have not been able to answer yet.
They've shown their ability to move the ball well, but it's been kind of herky-jerky. Just about the time they really get into a good spot, they draw a penalty that makes it more difficult for themselves. But with that said, this has been a pretty successful drive.
It really has. A second and goal. Let's see what the Miners have in store for us.
Back to pass, rolls left, throws over the middle, and overthrows his wide-open receiver, Owen Day.
You had 3 guys on that left side, but just unable to connect in the end zone.
So here will come a crucial third down.
Yeah, so what do you think about these overthrows by Owen Dalbon?
Well, I think that to a certain extent, he is trying to find his groove for this season. I mean, this is really the first time he's been in competitive play, and so he's got to get the passing game under his belt. Hey, here's the good news, Joey. They're not afraid to throw the ball.
No, they are not, and I expect to see one right here on this third and goal.
And now the roll is to the right and throws, and that's complete and gets down to about the 5-yard line where it will be 4th and goal.
Yes, Dawson Fay on that reception gets to about the 7-yard line for this 4th and goal. Huge 4th down for Nevada Union in an early part of this game in the second quarter with 2 minutes left.
Exactly 2 minutes left.
And it will be a timeout by Nevada Union.
You know, I think that shows how important a score is here for the Miners, in that they know going into halftime that having 7 points brings them to within 2 scores of the Titans, but there's 5 yards between the Miners and success in the end zone.
Yes, and I think without some of those penalties, the Miners are right in this game. They had penalties on defense and on offense, just hurting themselves. After the play, the unsportsmanlike conduct, the hit after the whistle is just unacceptable for Nevada Union, and they've really hurt themselves and digging themselves in a huge hole.
A crucial 4th down play coming up for Nevada Union.
What a beautiful night to start this season. Super nice weather outside. What do you think about that, Jim?
Well, Joey, you and I were talking before the game, and season always starts off nice and warm like this, and somewhere about halfway through it, things change. And I expect a rainstorm or two during the season, especially maybe the Miners' last 4 games are on the road. The last home game is September 20. So here we go on 4th down. And here it's a sweep. He has blockers out in front of him. He turns the corner but cannot get into the end zone, and they will turn the ball over to the Titans at the 5.
A big stop for the Antelope defense on that play. On that 4th down, they stopped him on 1st and goal. They stopped him on 2nd and goal. They stopped on 3rd and goal and on that 4th down. So Miners unable to come up with any points on this successful drive, it seemed to be.
Drive was more than 5 minutes for the Miners, and they started out at the 28-yard line and took it down to the 4, but there it stalled on 4th down.
You have to have some confidence if you're the Nevada Union offense. They drove the whole field, and they showed what they had, and they were just unable to do it on the 10-yard line on that 1st down.
First preseason game, one of the things on the agenda for next week will have to be to learn how to finish those drives.
Yes, it will be. And now the Antelope offense will start on the 4-yard line.
And before they can start, there is a flag, and it looks like offsides against Antelope.
Half a distance to the goal. Antelope will be on about the 2.5-yard line.
It wasn't offsides, Joey. It was delay of game.
Oh, delay game, yeah. Yep, you're right.
I would expect Antelope to be satisfied with running out the clock to halftime. Back to pass, I guess not. Throws long out in front, jump ball, incomplete.
Yes, number 22, Jace Wheeler, was covering that play. Almost came up with the interception, but it turns out it's just incompletion, and Antelope will be at the 2.5 again on the 2nd and about 12. What do you think about that pass play on first down?
I think it was odd. Let me tell you why. They're down at the 2.5-yard line. They lead by 21 points. There's 2 minutes left in the first half, and you're throwing a long ball where if it's complete, very great success. It was incomplete, and now it's a 2nd and 10, and now he hands off, and a short gain on the play, a little bit beyond the original line of scrimmage.
Do you think Nevada Union's going to be calling some timeouts to try to get the ball back, or they have 2 timeouts left in this half with 1:30 left remaining?
Well, I think it will be interesting to see what happens. I think it kind of hinges on this next play.
Yes, because Antelope helped them out by stopping the clock with the incompletion.
But now the clock is running with 1:15 to go until halftime.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 for this Antelope Titan offense.
Handoff, left side. Lot of traffic, and the Miners use some gang tackling. And it's going to be 4th down and long. And now is when the Miners should use the timeout.
Yeah, and Dennis Houlihan's trying to, and there he gets that timeout.
With 51 seconds to go.
The Miners should have decent field position to start their next drive. There's 51 seconds left right now, and Nevada Union has one more timeout in this first half.
At halftime, we're going to have the opportunity to meet some of the Nevada Union players up close and personal as we bring you a tape that was filmed earlier today and earlier this week. And for the Miners right here in this situation, the door is open ever so slightly.
I think Antelope made a mistake by throwing on that first down because that stopped the clock on that play, and that helped the Nevada Union Miners get the ball back right here.
You know that on the one hand, they won't go for it on 4th down, being deep in their own territory. But you have to wonder if maybe the Miners can finally capitalize on a situation. High snap, barely gets it away. Nice kick to the 43-yard line. Miners go right. If he can get by one, he can have a lane, and he does have a lane. This is going to be a nice run. If he can get the block, he's going to make it into the end zone, and he's very close to a touchdown.
Looks to be about a yard short. What a great job for the Nevada Union special teams.
And it was a great play by
Number 15.
Number 15, who is not on our roster.
I think Antelope put themselves in a hole right there. Again, just talking about the time management. They gave Nevada Union that opportunity right there, and the last thing you want from Antelope is Nevada Union going into the locker room with so much energy and just that with the score at the end, they will have momentum going into the second half.
But the Miners have a few yards yet to go. They have 1 timeout left. The ball is on the 1.5-yard line, and this is the best opportunity the Miners have had in the game. With that said, 34.8 seconds to go, and it will be interesting to see what Dalbon does in this situation. Double back offense. Handoff, right side. Touchdown, Miners!
Yes, Dawson Fay on that touchdown. It was just huge for Nevada Union. The punt special teams got the ball all the way back about the 43 and ran all the way to the 1. Just huge for Nevada Union to end this first half.
Well, it's not over yet. There's 31.6 seconds. However, how important was that pass by Antelope on first down that fell incomplete?
Yeah, it seemed like if they were to run the ball, they would have ran the clock out obviously more, and maybe Nevada Union wouldn't have had that opportunity that they did, and they capitalized on it this time.
A late Miner in.
Number 9, Chase Rubel on the kick.
And it is good. So a look at the scoreboard with 31 seconds to play. It is 21-7.
Nevada Union sideline very happy, as they should be, and they have the momentum right now. It was all Antelope, and now with that punt return was huge for Nevada Union.
When Antelope took the ball over on the loss of downs by the Miners, they executed that series very poorly, and they ultimately paid for it.
And it was the Nevada Union defense, too, doing a spectacular job.
So we're looking forward to bring you some treats at halftime. We're going to talk a little bit about our programming and what we hope to accomplish the balance of the season. We're going to look at the Miners squad, and we're going to watch a very special film filmed by 3 of our main NU students who are helping tonight produce this contest.
Even though Nevada Union is still down 21-7, they definitely still feel like they're in the game.
And there it bounces, picked up the middle, taken down at the 38-yard line. On the play, the carry was by Gabe Thomas.
Yes, Thomas on that play looked like he was going strong, and then all of a sudden hit a wall by that Miners special team. So what do you think? 27 seconds left. Are they going to try to pass the ball and maybe get 3 points on the board? No timeouts.
Here's the things, Joey. No matter how you cut it, the number one priority for the Miners has to be to keep Antelope off the scoreboard anymore in this first half. They go in 21-7. Well, even though the Miners will not receive the ball in the second half, they're still then just 2 scores away, which is a lot better than 3.
Yes, and they definitely have more confidence too.
And he's going to take a kneel, and that is going to be the end of the first half. And for some reason, the clock doesn't run. Finally, it does. A little bit of a malfunction in the booth by the Miners, and as the clock runs out, Miners trail 21-7 at halftime. We have a special treat for you here at halftime as the teams leave the field. This is your Meet the Miners section, and 3 of our students, Zoe Manis, Sadie Farrell, and Drew LaFerrier, helped produce this particular segment.
My name is Nick Whittlesey. I play middle linebacker and fullback.
My name is Grady McCune, and I play defensive end and quarterback.
My name's Owen Day, and I play tight end and defensive end.
I'm Jared Fernell, and I play outside linebacker.
I'm Justin Hillian. I play middle linebacker and fullback.
Keith Ward, left offensive tackle.
I've been playing it since I was little, and it's pretty much my outlet for life.
I love all the guys in the game. They're all of my friends. A lot of fun. I just like the physicality and the teamwork of being with the team and just competing.
Recently, we haven't been doing very good in the region.
Years not so well, but
Competition when we play them.
Good, but soon to come good.
we have a good group coming up this year, and we're looking to bring back the past.
We're gonna do a lot better.
I'm going to pick it up, hopefully get in the playoffs at least. I bring lots of things.
I've been the 2-year captain, and so I bring leadership, but I also bring, like, if you ask them, they'll agree with me, like, probably one of the funniest guys on the team.
I think I bring physicality to the team and like hitting people, being aggressive.
Pulled pork. It's an inside joke.
I think that I bring mainly my size.
I think I bring that once I'm more of a physical guy and leadership too.
So there you have it, our Meet the Miners segment for this week. Watch every week for a little bit more insight into the Nevada Union Miners. We are at halftime here at Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Miners trailing 21-7. And let's talk a little bit about this Miners squad. Dennis Houlihan, prior to the preseason, said that he thought that this was the year where you would see the turn. Last year it was a 1-9 campaign, and he believes strongly that the Miners have the talent to finally start putting up the wins. And Brad Delbon, who has been with the Miners coaching for many, many years now, talked about how we've struggled, but I think that we are about to break through. He noted how he feels it, and he thinks that the students feel it too. They're in their 4th year under Dennis Houlihan. They have been 4-26 overall and 0-17 in Sierra Foothill League play. Joey, is this the year we have a breakthrough in the Sierra Football League?
I think so, and so the coaches and the players. They just believe in themselves this year, and that record does not speak for Coach Dennis Houlihan. He's put in so much time and effort, and it seemed to be the talent just wasn't there for Nevada Union in these last few years.
Let's talk a little bit about the Sierra Foothill League. Here are the teams that the Miners are going to play. They're going to play Rockland, Del Oro, Wood Creek, Folsom, Granite Bay, and Oak Ridge. Of those, Del Oro and Folsom both won state championships last year. And so this is a really tough league.
It really is, and even the preseason games are going to prepare us really well for them, as Antelope was 12-1 last year. And next week, Nevada Union hits the road against Placer, who was 12-1 in 2015 as well. And then Lincoln, who was 6-5 last year. So Lincoln should be the, I wouldn't say easiest team, but we should match up well against Lincoln in a couple weeks.
Miners had a strategy last season. That strategy was to play a lot of sophomores and prepare them for this season. Yes, that meant that they would have a 1-9 campaign, but those sophomores are now juniors, and Dennis Houlihan noted that when we pulled those guys up, we forced them to play on both sides of the ball. They may not have been ready, but we wanted to get them to a position where they could play above a junior level this year. And one of the things that he noted was that the team may be laden with a lot of juniors, but they're probably playing more like seniors.
Yeah, they are, and let's talk about the key returns. First is Tyler Nielsen, a running back on offense and a linebacker on defense. And then that was Tyler Nielsen. And Justin Houlihan, also a linebacker and running back. And Owen Dalbon, the quarterback, who can also play defensive back on the defensive side. And then Hayden Fay, wide receiver. And those were and Owen Day, a tight end and defensive end. Those are the juniors. And then the key senior returners are Andrew Link, a wide receiver and a DB, and Nick Whittlesey, a linebacker and a running back. And with those returns, they also lost a couple of key guys who was Kay Scott, who was a linebacker and running back, and Andrew Schnitschitz, linebacker, tight ends. But Nevada Union, like you said, the guys who came up last year have that experience of the varsity level. I think that will help them out a lot this year.
And you look at the Miners, one of the things I really liked in the first half was the performance of Owen Dalbon, 6'1" junior. And Dennis Houlihan likes to talk about Owen. He always labels him a very smart person who's also very athletic. He played up last season as a sophomore. He was the starting quarterback, and Houlihan noted how he may have been overwhelmed, maybe even not ready, but he's now has enough experience where he should see it pay off this year. And Dalbon is successful, and he is a leader for the Miners, and he loves the ball and likes to see what he can do. Now, we talked a little bit about the backfield. We're going to see Justin Houlihan and Dawson Fay, Tyler Nielsen, mainly as the running backs for the Miners. And Houlihan looked at the Miners' running game, and he really thinks that he has an excellent backfield. And, Joey, they had a good half.
Yeah, they did. And the offensive line are mostly juniors. There's one returning guy, Bronson, and they seemed to be fine, and they were driving down the field multiple times. It was just the penalties, the personal fouls, and the sportsmanlike conducts like we've talked about. And I think if the Miners are a little bit smarter in the second half with penalties, that they'll find themselves right back in this game, a one-possession or even tied game.
Miners are running a wing T offense this year. A wing T offense is one that really depends a lot on deception and not allowing the defense to judge where the ball is or who has the ball. And so they think that the wing T is a way to get back. He says, Dennis Houlihan said that we're going to get back to what works in the past, and that is running the wing T like a machine.
The wing T has been run for a very, very long time by this Nevada Union high school team and even in their junior minors Pop Warner team.
In the backfield, one of the people who was featured is Johnny Nielsen. Johnny Nielsen is
Tyler Nielsen.
Tyler Nielsen. And Nielsen is a junior. He led the Miners in rushing yards last year with 565 yards and a 4.7 average per run. He had 6 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving, and so they're looking for a lot of positive energy from Nielsen.
And yes, Tyler Nielsen, he did all of that while being a sophomore, so he still has 2 more seasons, this one and next year, to improve on that, and he's going to be a really key guy this season for the Miners offense.
As you take a look at what some of the dreams are for Nevada Union, they're obviously going to air the ball out. Owen Dalbon has a good throwing arm, and his main receiver is probably going to be Hayden Fay, 6'2" junior. He played varsity last year as a sophomore, and he has emerged as the big play receiver. And I have to think, Joey, that once they get into sync and get their act together, they're going to be able to do some damage.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough team to cover once that happens, once they all feel connected and stuff. And Owen Dalbon, he said he's ready to lead the Miners this season, and he wants to get the ball off to his playmakers. And a quote from Owen is that, "I love the ball in my hands, and I think I'm capable, but at the same time, I need to get the ball to our playmakers. We have sophomore Dawson Fay and his brother Hayden Fay and Tyler Nielsen and Justin Houlihan. All of our backs are playmakers, and also Andrew Link, the wide receiver. Just get it to your best dudes and let them run." Finish quote from Owen Dalbon. So all the players seem ready. They have confidence, and I think they just need to mesh together, and once that happens, they're going to be a tough team to stop.
Let's talk a little bit about the offensive line. The Miners lost nearly all of their players on offense to graduation last year. They have a good number of juniors, but with that said, Joey, I think the offensive line has done a pretty awesome job tonight.
Yeah, I thought they've done a great job. The only thing from Nevada Union was the penalties, just digging themselves in those holes. But without those penalties in the second half, if they're able to keep their mouth shut or not pushing after the whistle, the offense should score some more points.
With Owen Dalbon, he's more of a scrambling quarterback, so there's a good possibility that even when the offensive line isn't perfect, he'll bail them out.
Yes, on the offensive line, like you said, one returning guy, and that's Bronson Ryberg. He's the only returning guy to the starting lineman, and he's the best lineman, according to Dennis Houlihan. And joining Ryberg in the trenches will be Reed Percy, Keith Ward, Cade Castle, Sean Dravold, and Cole Johnson. And all those guys will have a lot of opportunities to show what they've got this season on the offensive side.
Let's talk a little bit about defense for Nevada Union. There are two sides of the defensive equation. One is the defensive line against the run, and then there's the defense against the pass. Let's talk about both of those. On the run, the Miners have a pretty good force that they're going to be able to depend upon. The one big question is the pass defense.
Yes, the pass defense has gone a lot better. And the pass defense is getting there. We just got to stop people. And Justin Houlihan said, my main goal is to do whatever I can to help the team and help the defense. So they know that their pass defense isn't the best, but they are getting better every single day. And think about this Nevada Union team. They started practicing, obviously working out all through the offseason, but they started practicing 2 weeks after school got out in the summer. They're working their tails off, and I just want to see them have success, all the hard work and how many hours and their summer mornings, just working so hard on the field and so much time and so much passion they have for the game of football.
So let's kind of boil it down as we take a look at this coming season. And the Miners are going to be tough in league play. You know, let's face it, if they could win 2 games, that would be huge. If they could win 1, that would be a good accomplishment. A lot of the prognosticators have said if the Miners can win 4 games this season, that would be great. But the other thing, Joey, is if they won those games, next year they're going to have a lot of juniors who become seniors. Watch out for that squad.
Yes, for sure. They just keep getting experience every single game in and game out practices, and they're just going to continue working as hard as they have been, and I think success will come over time.
So we shall see. The Miners will be in the SFL 2 more seasons. After 2 seasons, they will be eligible to be assigned to another league. Now, what the CIF will do is another question to be answered.
Yes, because Nevada Union enrollment keeps dropping. They're now about like 1,700, 1,800 kids, which once was 10 years ago, 2,500 kids. And as you can see just down on the sidelines, there were so many more players 5-10 years ago.
So the Miners are getting ready to start the second half here. In the first half, the Miners did receive. In the second half, of course, they'll kick off. You know, I got this perfect quote from Owen Dalbon. He said, if a guy is open, throw it to him and we score. If a guy's not open, I run and we score. That's my mindset this year, and I think every offensive play can be a great play.
Yes, and with that attitude, you can believe you can score every single play, and that's very important for this Nevada Union offense.
As I mentioned earlier, let's talk a little bit about what we're trying to do here over the next several weeks. We are going to stream and show live on our local Comcast station the Every Miners home game. Now, this game is going to be produced by students. The camera work is going to be by students, and in the case of myself, I'll be working with Joey all season. Now, this is kind of a group project. We have Telestream very involved. They're going to help us with the game a great deal by loaning us talent. AJA Video has also been a great partner, and loaning talent to our staff is the Ray Morgan Company.
Yeah, and I just would like to take a moment and say thank you to everyone involved in this awesome program that's just going to continue to build and continue to get bigger. And Telestream, like you said, has put so much time and work into all of this so far. And we're just going to build and learn every single game, and every student, including myself, is just getting experience from this. And not every high school has this at all. So this experience we're getting is such a life lesson if we want to pursue a career in what we're doing.
So live television. Joey, did you ever think you'd be doing that a few years ago?
Well, I've always dreamed about it, being on ESPN or interviewing Kobe.
Just remember where you started and who you started with.
Yes, Nevada Union going to kick off the second half, and their body language, they just look excited down there, and they're looking to put some more points on the board and stop Antelope on defense.
So a much better kick comes down at the 20 and then fumbled. Finally picked up and now rolling left, gives some ground. Now breaks a couple of tackles, and finally a conflagration of players at the 27-yard line.
Yes, as this Miner defense comes on, they're going to continue to carry on what they had a couple drives ago when they stopped these not Pacers when they stopped these Antelope Titans on the goal line. They're just going to continue to grind every single play on the pass and on the run.
Well, our director, Zoe Manis, reminded me that the Miners need to come up with a big stop here defensively on this first series.
Yeah, Zoe doing a tremendous job producing.
So over the middle, a reception and a first down. You know, she's kind of, the thing about our director, she's kind of a taskmaster. She's got a whip in one hand and a knife in the other.
She's great when she's not being sassy, but I don't know how much of that time is not being sassy.
now she's trying to bribe us with popcorn, and that just simply is not going to work.
No, she's a great producer, and I look forward to our relationships building everyone in this program.
1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Nice gain, 5 yards. Another first down. Goes into Miner territory at the 47-yard line. Mark it at the 48. And so Antelope has come out blazing.
They sure have. I think they realized that they made a mistake just again going back to that 1st and 10 on the goal, on their own goal line, and that helped the Miners get on the board and score a touchdown later on.
Joey, 3 plays, 3 first downs.
Yes, Antelope just rushing down the field, and the running back had a huge hole in that last play.
So Spagnola hands off again up the middle. A battering ram. Devin Dye looks like a guy that would be difficult to stop, and he picks up 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. If the Miners are going to prevail tonight, they're going to have to find a way to stop this awesome Antelope offense.
Yes, Jim, and they're going to have to do it soon. This Antelope offense has gone so much yards on every single play so far in the second half.
So 2nd and 4. Nick Spagnola at quarterback for the Titans. First man through, but Miners are there to stack it up. And now a flag comes down. I think that they're going to call unnecessary roughness against Nevada Union.
Yes, on that run play, Justin Houlihan was there right away to stop that run. And it was a great defensive play. We'll see what this penalty is.
Yeah, dead ball foul. And it looked like maybe they called an ejection on the play.
It looked like he called it against the Miners and then changed it to Antelope, and Antelope's
Oh,
walking
you're right.
backwards. So it will be on Antelope. So the big break,
and
yeah.
that's a dead ball foul. So on
Lost
a
it
dead
down.
ball foul, they will lose the down.
Yes,
Yep.
and that's just what these Nevada Union Miners need. They needed that break, and hopefully they can stop this Antelope offense on this 3rd and long.
A huge door opens for the Miners, 3rd and 20.
What do you think about these after the play penalties by both teams? What's going on in their heads?
Well, they're undisciplined early on, but the coaches need to rein them in.
They really do. It might come down to one of those penalties at the end of the game. Here we are, 3rd and long.
Miners fake a blitz, but it goes up the middle, and it's a great gain. Gets about 12 of the yards back, and that will bring up a 4th down and 8. So what is Antelope to do here?
They could pin Nevada
It looks
Union
like they're
back,
going to
but-
kick
Yep.
with some wholesale changes. Miners will have to be wary for a possible fake, but if it is punted, the Miners have a great opportunity here on their first series of the second half. 9:10 to go, 3rd quarter.
And the Nevada Union offense will have to go the distance if this is a punt, and it will be.
And it's a pooch. Goes down, gets a
great
roll,
punt.
and goes out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Wow, what a terrific punt by Antelope, pinning the Nevada Union Miners offense all the way back on its own 7-yard line. But last drive, they started at the 20, and they got all the way to the 10. And then once they got there, they couldn't score. What do you think? Can they go the distance again?
Well, they found a way to move from about the 28-yard line down to the 5-yard line on their second-to-last series.
And they put
of
in
the
a
first
mix
half.
on that. They had pass and run, and leading them on the run was number 5, Tyler Nielsen, getting a few first downs on that drive. And Hayden Fay helping with his receptions from Owen Dalbon on the pass. So here's Nevada Union, 1st and 10.
Handoff, sweep on the left side, cuts in, nice gain, but taken down. Close to a first down on the play is Tyler Nielsen.
Again, Tyler being a key guy in this game so far, and he'll get him 7 yards, so it should be 2nd and about 3 for this Nevada Union Miners. And now they have some more breathing space if they want to mix in a pass.
They're definitely outside of the shadow of their end zone, but boy, they really need to start picking up first downs right here.
They sure do, Jim, and let's see what happens on the 2nd and 3.
Handoff, right side. It looked like it was Dawson Fay on that carry, and it is a first down for Nevada Union.
And Nevada Union, they don't need a long play. They just need to get first downs, and eventually you'll get there, right?
Once down 21-0. Now they've got it 21-7, and they have the ball. They are at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Owen Dalbon at quarterback. Fake, back to pass, hit, and down he goes.
Tough play for quarterback Owen Dalbon coming from his blind side behind him.
And somebody completely let the Titan defender have free reign right at Owen Dalbon, and the 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd and 20.
And Owen Dalbon had no chance on that play once that defender got through, coming from behind. So what do you think? You have to pass it on the 2nd and long, right? Maybe a screen play?
You know, they're going to have to figure something out because they need to start off the second half positively. You're right. Back to pass. Has a man in the flat. Throws it incomplete. Ball is dropped on the play by Dawson Fay.
So a 3rd and long coming up for the Nevada Union Miners. And again, just a mistake, not a penalty this time, but a missed block for the defender to tackle, an open tackle for quarterback Owen Dalbon.
We're getting our window open here, and it reminds me of a time in Kansas City when the Oakland Raiders were doing a broadcast, and Bill King was the main broadcast guy. It was below 0 temperature in Kansas City, and he grabbed the window and opened it, and his color man said, "What are you doing?" And he says, "I can't broadcast the game unless I'm able to feel the fans." So here we go, 3rd down. Up the middle, nice gain. Needs a block, needs to get one more. First down, Miners.
Dawson Fay on that about 20-yard gain on that 3rd down. Faked out the whole Antelope defense on that. Terrific call by Dennis Houlihan, Coach Dennis Houlihan, and the Miners get a 1st down, led by Dawson Fay.
So the Miners again move the ball. They find a way to get a 1st down.
6:50 remaining in this 3rd quarter. The Miners still trailing 21-7.
And up the middle for a short game. This is the problem for, at least for us, for the wing T offense. Sometimes it's difficult to figure out who has the ball and where it's going.
Yes, and the plays up the middle right now don't seem to be as successful as the ones going to each of the sidelines.
And that'll make it a 2nd and 10. No gain on the play for Nevada Union.
And Nevada Union on about the 30-yard line on this 2nd and 10.
6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Back to pass, throws over the middle, and a nice completion. Finally, he gets a pass to Hayden Fay, and that should be a Miner 1st down.
And that wasn't an easy completion either. There was traffic everywhere, and Owen was able to find Hayden Fay on that Miners 1st down.
Nick Horsley on defense for the Titans, very upset after the play, very animated. Looked like he was going to punch a hole in the field.
It sure did. This Miners going fast.
Here he is back again. A lot of pressure, wide open, and he drops the ball.
Yes, Dawson Fay on that little curl route right as he turned around.
That is an unfortunate drop for Nevada Union. If that wasn't a 1st down, it was going to be really close to one.
Yeah, it was, and the ball came to him right as he turned around, and there's a flag on the play.
So let's see what happens here. It looks like holding against the Miners. So again, Joey, they put themselves in a hole, and they go back 10 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Nevada Union offense.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Joey Sena, Jim Adams, our producer Zoe Manis, glad you could join us. Glad you're here. This is the first of 5 telecasts we're going to have this season, completely done by the students of Nevada Union. Joey, thanks for joining me tonight.
I've had a blast so far, and I look forward to what this season has in store for us.
So it's a 1st and 20. The here and now another penalty flag flies. And let's see whether this is an offside or whether it is a motion penalty. I think it's offsides. And it is. So a 1st and 20 becomes a 1st and 15.
Yes, Antelope helping out Nevada Union with that penalty. What do you think, Jim? This all wouldn't be as fun as it is without Zoe. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. She's doing an awful lot of texting. I mean, we don't have time to text. Why should she?
Actually,
On this 1st and
we
15.
want no comments from her. Back to pass. Throws in the flat. It's a completion. In fact, a nice catch. Gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage is Owen Day.
So Miners faced about a 2nd and 11, which for Nevada Union, there's been penalties on this drive, but they've been able to conquer through them, and right now find themselves at a 2nd and 11.
This actually, what we're doing tonight, what we're going to do this season, is a really good pioneering project. We only have one camera up tonight, but next week we hope to have 3. And with that, great experience for the students of Nevada Union High School here in Grass Valley, California, an opportunity for them to learn. You know, one of the things I'm impressed with, well, you're the exception to this, but we have a lot of freshmen in the program, Joey.
Yeah, that's great. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be here for 2 years, but those freshmen are going to carry on this program for 4 years, 4 of their years, and then continue to pass it on to the younger folks coming to Nevada Union who are interested in doing this streaming club.
So here we go, 2nd down, throws, and it's a lateral pass, but they're going to call him down. The problem with the play was that the reception was made by Hayden Fay, but he was on one knee. And so he lateraled the ball. It was going to be a touchdown for Nevada Union, but the problem was that his knee was down when he lateraled the ball.
But smart thinking for the Nevada Union, Hayden Fay on that play.
Well, that was a well-orchestrated play. You'd have to think that Dennis Houlihan is going to look at that and go, that was interesting. But now a big 3rd down and 7. And it's an option. And he options it out. Needs a block. Gets the 1st down.
And quarterback Owen Dalbon with that key block for Tyler Nielsen on that play to get a 1st down. What a great job on that lateral. And Owen, what do you think about the quarterback going in for that block?
You know, here's what I think. Number one is he'll do whatever it takes for the Miners to succeed. But the other thing that I've really noticed tonight, what a varied offense.
Yes, and here they go. Hurry up.
And another penalty.
It looks to be on Antelope as the Nevada Union sideline is clapping.
The penalty-a-thon continues tonight. Lots of penalties, lots of interruptions in the game. But this one, as Joey mentioned, is against Antelope, and a 1st and 10 will quickly become a 1st and 5.
Nevada Union continuing to go with their fast-paced offense, and that's just getting Antelope off their feet, and they don't know how to keep up with the Nevada Union offense.
Remember that this drive started at the 7-yard line of Nevada Union. They've made it to the 39 of Antelope, and it's 1st and 5. Dalbon seems like he's changing the call at the line of scrimmage. There's a handoff up the middle. Nice gain. Will come up 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Yes, and Owen Dalbon on that key block a couple plays ago for Tyler Nielsen. Owen has not always played quarterback. When he was younger in junior minors, he would play defense as well, so he's not afraid of contact.
3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Miners driving but trailing 21-7. Miners need a big play. And there's the handoff and a course collar on the play, but of course there's no penalty called. Number 44, Jacob Pinola with the tackle, and that's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 7.
Yes, this is a big 3rd down and 7 because this has been a big drive for Nevada Union. Like you said, started all the way down at about the 3 or 4 yard line, and they've marched through all the way to the 41, and the drive can't stop here for the Nevada Union offense.
Coming into the game is Hayden Fay. He'll go wide on the far side. Dalbon in need of a big play here. Straight back to pass. Now having to scramble. Now going to run. Needs a block. Goes down the sideline.
And there's a penalty. Late hit. And that's going to be another 15-yard penalty for Antelope.
Little overmodulation there, Joey.
You cannot do that if you're the Antelope defense, especially to their quarterback.
You know, the Miners stumbled on some of their early drives in the game. And on defensively on some of Antelope's first drives of the game. Now, Antelope is facing some challenges, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 from looks like the 15-yard line.
Yes, and Antelope, again, with a huge penalty as Nevada Union, that was a big 3rd down, and then they just gave him 3 yards after that play.
Ball at the 13. Critical series for the Miners. Inside gap, nice game. Stood up, keeps going, drives to about the 5. Tyler Nielsen with the carry.
We said that name a few times, huh? Tyler having a tremendous game continuing, and he's just hard to bring down like you saw in there. And one of Tyler's favorite NFL players was Marshawn Lynch, and that sure looked like Marshawn out there.
They're going to stop the clock. A timeout has been called by one of the teams, and it is Antelope. So Antelope burns their first timeout.
They have to stop this Miner offense somehow. They're going with a quick pace offense, and they started all the way down on their own 5-yard line, and they just continued to grind, and now here they are at 2nd and 2 on the 8-yard line.
Well, the way the Miners are playing, remember this drive started at the 7-yard line.
Yes.
The way the Miners are playing, the Antelope defense is going to be hard-pressed to stop them. Especially now we're at a 2nd and 3. We're at the 6-yard line. The Miners can pick up another 1st down at the 3.
Yes, they can, and the Miners just seem to have all the momentum right now as they had momentum going into the locker room, scoring late in the first half. And if they score again, right now a touchdown, they'd be 1 score away, and that's huge. They were down 21-0.
2:14 to play in the 3rd quarter.
This team already showing that they have fight. A 21-0 deficit to a lot of teams can mean game over, but this Nevada Union team has fought back, and hopefully they can score right here.
Rolls right, lots of pressure, throws over the middle, wide open, touchdown Miners!
Tyler Nielsen on that reception, and Tyler had a tremendous drive running and on that play catching and receiving.
So a 93-yard drive is capped by a 6-yard pass play, and the Miners now have crept to within 8 points at 21-13, pending the extra point.
What an impressive drive from this Nevada Union offense, leading them Owen Dalbon, quarterback, and Tyler Nielsen, running back, and Dawson Fay, running back. Just a great drive all around.
Spotted, kicked, long enough, good. So a look at the scoreboard with 2:13 to go. In the 3rd quarter here at Hooper Stadium, Miners trail 21-14.
Yes, the Miners right back in this game. And certainly, like I've said, they have all the momentum right now. And their defense is looking for another key stop on this next possession by the Antelope offense.
Well, that drive was the first drive of the second half for the Miners, and here we are with 2:13 to play. So a long, steady drive from the 7-yard line.
And their offense looked super good. Like you said, the 93 yards that they got on that play resulting in a touchdown. That's exciting for the season, not only for tonight, that their offense can go 93 yards in just one drive. How exciting is that for Coach Dennis Houlihan and for all these fans here getting into the game right now?
So the Miners ready to kick off. 2 players deep for Antelope. It's a short kick again. And he calls a fair catch and steps out of bounds at the 30. Kayvon Whalen caught that ball. If he'd let it go, it would have gone out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking. Maybe he thought a Miner was closer to him than there was. But another break for Nevada Union.
In 2 weeks will be our next telecast. And that actually will be the Miners playing against Lincoln.
Napa, right?
Yes, the next game will be September 16th in 3 weeks against Napa here at Hooper Stadium. So here we go. First down by Antelope. Handoff, left side. Nice gain. Sidesteps down the sideline. Miners converge, but it is about a 25-yard gain on the play by Elijah Dotson.
Yes, Elijah had a huge hole on the left side of the field over there, and he took advantage of it, resulting in a first down for Antelope.
And there you see the clock is running. We're inside 2 minutes in the third quarter. So a big play on first down takes Antelope inside Nevada Union territory at the 48-yard line of the Miners. And now another stoppage of play. The official says that he's calling the timeout. And now they confer, as you can see there, right in the middle of your screen. And finally, the official with his shirt tail out steps back, and I guess we're ready to play football again. 1:45, the clock is stopped, and now it resumes.
1st and 10 for these Antelope Titans on the Miners side of the field on the 48.
Miners have not been able to orchestrate a turnover tonight. This would be a great time for that to happen. Back to pass, looks, throws, completion, and then he is demolished on the play. Reception by Logan Paulson of the Titans.
And that will be enough for another Titan first down.
It's kind of like how their last drive started. I mean, similar to it in that you had first play, first down. Next play, another first down. Third play, another first down. Well, they did have one play in between here, but Antelope is really moving the ball, and the Miners are going to have to find a way to stop them.
This might be the longest time in this game since we've had a penalty.
Yeah. We're inside a minute. First down. Now an end around. Left side. Big gain. A couple of flags come in. And I think that there's going to be a call against the Titans on this play.
Every referee threw a flag on that play. Flags were everywhere. And there it was. There's the penalty that we were expecting.
Well, you asked for it, Joey, and you got it.
And the Titans going backwards, their huddle. Let's see, there might be multiple different penalties on this call.
Well, it's against them.
So two penalties on Antelope and one on Nevada Union.
Break, and then we'll come back to it. We'll come back for a break, and then we will.
Getting a little bit of instructions from our executive producer here, Trevor Bryant, tonight.
Who has also done a tremendous job.
Quarter four. We'll come back at quarter four. We just need a break. We're going to drop settings.
1st and 10, inside of a minute. Handoff, right side, stutter step. Miners converge, but still a 3-yard gain on the play.
It's going to be a 2nd and about 7 or 8 for Antelope. So 9 seconds and counting on the clock.
And so that will be the end of the third quarter. And we're going to take a break here from Hooper Stadium. We will be back with fourth quarter action in a moment. 21-14, Titans. And the band plays on here as we come into fourth quarter action. Joey Sena, Jim Adams, Zoe Manis with us tonight to bring you this exciting preseason pre-league football game. Close one, 21-14. It's a second down and 7 for the Titans. Handoff, right side, stutter steps. Miners converge and down he goes. Short gain on the play.
And that's got to give the Nevada Union defense some hope on that, and that was a great stop by the defense, resulting in no yards gain, and it's going to be a 3rd and 8 for Antelope.
And, you know, just as we saw with the Miners, you have to think that this is probably 4-down territory for Antelope.
Yeah, again, like we said earlier, too far to kick a field goal and too close to punt. So here we are on the 3rd and 7 for Antelope.
Spagnola under center, back to pass. Here comes the rush. Throws, nice completion, first down and big gain, and a flag comes in on the play. And I think that might be a call for a hit to the head. Let's see what they call here.
The play did result in a first down, but Antelope looks like they're going backwards again. The players, that is. The ref's disgusting, and
that would be, well, if you take a look at the 34-yard line, let's see if we can pick that up, Zoe. At the 34-yard line, there's another flag. So perhaps there are 2 flags on the play. And maybe he'll give us a signal here. And it is going to go against holding against, there was unsportsmanlike conduct, but they're going to select the holding penalty because the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty would have taken them from where the play ended.
And that would have resulted in a first down.
Yes, so instead it's going to be 3rd down and 17.
So another huge mistake by Antelope, and Nevada Union has yet another break on defense for this 3rd and long.
Here comes Spagnola. Has a man in motion, fakes it, and he's not going to go anywhere. Still goes back to pass, still trying to get away. The Miners converge on him, and down he goes for a loss of 3 yards.
Yes, Nevada Union getting through the offensive line right away. One guy was there, another guy came over, and number 4 for Antelope, the quarterback, Chapman on that, was fighting so hard not to go down, but just too many Miners on the defensive side.
So, Joey, what do they do here? 4th down, and it's going to be 18 yards. It looks like it'll be 4th and 20. So what do you do?
I think they're going to punt, because remember the last punt, even though the Miners scored on that drive, they pinned them all the way back to the 7-yard line, and if they go for it and don't get it, that's great position for Nevada Union, and Nevada Union has all the momentum right now. You don't want to do that.
Dropping back to punt is number 84, Curtis Kawamacher. Let's see what happens here. Miners need to stay on side, and they do. There's the snap. There's the kick, an end-over-end kick. Ball bounces, and that is going to be a great roll. Ball will die at the 11-yard line. So 10:07 to play in the 4th quarter at Hooper Stadium, and we've got a good one tonight. Miners trail by 7, trailed earlier 21-0, and here is their big chance to mount a drive that could tie the game.
The defense came up with the stop that they needed to, and the offense is so excited to go back out there and go the distance of the field again, starting at their own 11-yard line.
So here come the Miners.
Number 5, Tyler Nielsen on that carry on the left side.
And not much of a gain.
The defense got that right away to Tyler Nielsen as the offensive line struggled a little bit on that play, resulting in only a 1-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Nevada Union Miners on their own 12.
9:40 to go.
21-14, Antelope's lead.
And a 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Good protection. In the end zone, completed pass. Needs to get away from this one man and does. Now he has a little room to run on the play. Going up to the 40 and finally goes out of bounds and is tackled out of bounds. The carry on that play.
The reception by Tyler Nielsen on that. He was wide open, and Owen Dalbon did a good job coming outside the pocket. He ended up throwing it from his own end zone, and it was a completed pass to Tyler Nielsen, and Tyler Nielsen had a lot of yards after the reception, and it results in a first down for the Miners. And the Miners are at about midfield, and number 5, Tyler Nielsen's getting asked to come off the field by the refs. Not sure what happened there.
They have ventured into Titan territory. They're at the 49. Miners playing a team that went undefeated in the regular season. Their only loss in the playoffs. And with 9:20 to go, they're looking like they're going to knock on the door. Breaks through, 5-yard gain, 7-yard gain. Nice play by number 20, Justin Houlihan.
Yes, this Nevada Union offense has looked good all night. And early on, when it was 21-0, they were just hurting themselves by getting the penalties that we've had all game. But now the penalties as of late have been coming only from Antelope. I'm sure Coach Dennis Houlihan had a talk with them about penalties at halftime.
A much better played second half by the Miners. Here it is, 2nd down and 5. Misdirection, up the middle, first down, going into the secondary, getting deep into it. Nice gain on the play by Tyler Nielsen, and the Miners are in business, almost in the red zone.
Tyler Nielsen, another huge gain for the Nevada Union Miners. Tyler Nielsen has done it all. He's done it running. He's done it receiving. What a great performance by Tyler Nielsen.
8.5 minutes to go in this contest. Let's set the stage here for you. Miners down by 7. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of the Titans. Dalbon has done excellent in this situation. Throws long for the end zone, and it looks like he was hit early, but it's incomplete. Owen
Dennis
Day
Houlihan
out there.
Not happy with that. No call over there.
And Owen Day is down after that hit. Coach Jamie goes down there to check him out. And it looks like he's having a problem with his right leg.
Oh, it popped out of place.
Let's see if we can zoom in on that a little bit. We're pleased to bring you this HD coverage of this contest tonight. And Owen Day is up and walking gingerly. And it looks like he definitely has a problem with, I would think, that right knee.
It is a good sign, though, that he is walking on his own strength. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for this Nevada Union offense.
Owen Dalbon has called a great game. And here's a pitch to the left side. Big gain, finally met. Nice gain on the play on that carry by Tyler Nielsen, but the Miners are going to come up a few yards short of a first down.
And that pitch play is not the first time we've seen it tonight, but it has worked very well for this Nevada Union offense.
I believe there must be a penalty or something on the play because they stopped the clock.
I believe he went out of bounds on that far side.
Wow.
So it's going to be a 3rd and about 6 for this Nevada Union team. And you would think down 7 right now with 8 minutes left, this is 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
So you got 2 downs to go 7 yards. 6 yards, excuse me.
And so Dalbon goes up the middle, and it's going to be a 4th and short. Well, I'm not sure it'll be short, but it might be a 4th and about 4 yards. Let's see if the line marker moves, and it really doesn't. So the Miners with a 4th and 6. And is this where the Titans stake their claim to this game? The Miners have had good series in the second half up until this one. You see they take a timeout here. They want to get it right.
I feel like they were forced to. The play clock was running out.
So with 7.5 minutes to play in this contest, the Miners trailing by 7 with a 4th down at their, looks like about their 18-yard line.
And they started back at the 11, so another impressive drive by this Nevada Union offense.
They had one series where they started at the 7 and scored a touchdown. Here's one where they started at the 11, but the breaking point is right now, Joey.
Yes, it is, and with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left, the Miners down 7, like you said. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Those timeouts might mean a lot later in the game. There's a look at our scoreboard.
And a 4th and 5. Miners yet to come back on the field. Coach Houlihan wants to have the last moment with him that he can. Owen Dalbon will be at quarterback, and it looks like Justin Houlihan will be in the backfield. So for Dalbon early in this season, here is a big play in this pre-league contest. Back to pass, rolls right, throws complete, and he goes down. Is that a first down?
It's enough for a first down.
So again, he goes to Tyler Nielsen. Well, I'm not sure. Let's see where they mark it.
They're moving the chains.
And it's a 1st and 10.
And it's a 1st and 10 from the 10, and last time they turned over on downs when it was 1st and 10 from the 10. So we'll see what happens.
Yard marker goes down. It's 1st and goal. Right side, nice gain. Stumbles to about the 5-yard line. So the Miners pick up half of the distance to the goal on one play by Dawson Fay.
Yes, a terrific run by Dawson Fay. And the Miners are looking to tie the game right here with 6 minutes and 55 seconds on a 2nd and goal from about the 6-yard line.
Inside 7 minutes, it's 6:50 to play. 2nd and goal from the 5. Handoff, great gain, cut inside, but short. So it's going to be 3rd down, and it looks like there'll be blades of grass to the end zone.
Yes, very close, and another great carry by Tyler Nielsen on that play to get him to 3rd and short.
Clock continues to run. 3rd and short. Another
fumble.
And there's a fumble on the play. They're signaling that they have it, but it's going to be 4th down.
Yes, I don't think quarterback Owen Dalbon, ever got that ball cleanly from center Reed Percy.
And that will bring up a 4th down at the 3-yard line. So the Miners have faced several big plays in this drive. We're less than 6 minutes to play in the contest. Miners down by 7 at the 3-yard line. Dalbon, handoff, goes right side. Touchdown Miners on the pitch. Dawson Fay scores.
And the Nevada Union Miners looking to tie it with the PAT. Wow, what a comeback. 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, and now 21-20 right now before the PAT. How did the Nevada Union Miners do it, Jim?
Well, you know, if you've taken a look at it in the entire second half, one thing that they've done pretty well is move the ball.
Yes.
In the air, on the ground, they've done pretty good. But let's watch this PA point after touchdown here. Very important. They trail by 1. Snapped, spotted, kicked, Good. We are tied at 21. And, Joey, here's what it's been. They've been opportunistic on defense. So they have held Antelope on every drive they've had in the second half. They have held them off the scoreboard for 18 minutes. Now, at the same time, when they've got the ball, they've really done a pretty satisfactory job of moving it, either in the air or on the ground. Now, that last drive, they did face 2 fourth-down plays, but they converted both of them. So here comes the big series of the contest. If Nevada Union can hold Antelope, they will have one more shot at winning this game. If Antelope scores here, the Miners will again be playing catch-up.
Yes, and the Nevada Union offense has looked impressive this whole game. Even, like we said earlier, when they had to punt, it was penalties that forced them to. 2 of the drives came from the 7-yard line, resulting in a 93-yard touchdown on that drive. And then this one coming all the way back from like the 13-yard line. So 2 great offensive drives by the Nevada Union Miners.
So here we are, a very short kick. That's something to work on. They call the fair catch, just as the Miners did at the 28-yard line.
What do you think about that? We've seen 3 fair catches like that. One over here on the left side that looked like it was going out of bounds that would have resulted in a penalty.
Joey, the player takes the ball in and he moves upfield.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody threatening him.
No.
The Miners made the same error. We're not isolating out Antelope because both teams have made the same play at almost the same spot on the field.
Yes, and Nevada Union continues to have all the momentum, and let's see what their defense does on this drive. Antelope was able to drive the ball last time, though, getting a lot of first downs, but then the penalties is what hurt them.
Handoff, left side, short gain. That will make it second down, and we're going to call it second down and 8.
Yes, Hooper Stadium here is everyone on this home side of the stands is on their feet, clapping. They're sure into this game with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one. 21-21. Second and about 8 for Antelope.
Antelope Titans versus the Nevada Union Miners. Big preseason game here at Hooper Stadium. We're really pleased to be bringing it to you live here tonight. Second down. Trying to pull the Miners offside. Almost does. Sweep right. Flag comes in. We'll have to see what that one is, but it was Garrett Chapman on the carry for the Titans.
The Miners sideline seems to be thinking it's a hold on Antelope.
So we shall see. And it is a hold against Antelope in a game that has been marred by a lot of penalties.
So remember, it was 21-0 Antelope's lead when they had the ball close to their own end zone, and then they threw on that first down, and then the very next drive, the punt return was 35 yards, and then Nevada Union scored, and then after that, it's been all Nevada Union since.
The Miners have bent but not broken on defense, and on offense they've found a way to get it done. So this is going to be a 2nd and 20. Again, Antelope has shot themselves in the foot. Handoff up the middle. Gets some of the yards back, but not all of them, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
Yes, huge 3rd down for both of these teams. As we're approaching and 4:20 left in this game, 21-21. Exciting game here at Hooper Stadium on a beautiful night.
3rd and 15. And it will be interesting to see what Antelope would do on 4th down. Clock continues to run. We're coming up on 4 minutes left in this contest.
Looks like Antelope's about to call a timeout.
And they're draining the clock down as far as they can before they take the timeout. And you were right, Joey. There it is. That takes them down to 1 timeout left.
So why do you do that if you're standing in the coach of Antelope position?
You know, that's an interesting call because he's right on the brink of calling a timeout or not. 4 minutes is plenty of time for the Miners to orchestrate a drive. So why you bleed it down that far, I don't know. But let's set it here for you. 3rd and 15. Miners trailed 21-0. They have come back to tie it at 21. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left in this contest from Hooper Stadium. And it's a huge play coming up for the Titans. If they succeed, they get a first down. If they don't, it may very well be a punting situation. And there you see our scoreboard and the clock. And now back to live action on the field. And here come the Titans. Huge play. Arguably the biggest of this contest. Spagnola, back to pass. Looks over the middle. Throws, complete. And that was a first down. They got the 15 yards they needed. And the Miners, whose biggest question was arguably the pass defense, has found themselves betrayed again, and it's a 1st and 10. Clock running, 3:35 to go.
Yes, Nick Spagnola on that pass. That was a terrific pass, just enough for the first down.
So it may be the Titans who get the last chance at a regulation score. And there, up the middle, a battering ram, number 5, Devin Dye.
Jonathan Weaver on that tackle.
He is one big man. I wouldn't want to be in front of him.
Jonathan Weaver did a great job of getting him down after he got hit. It's going to be 2nd and short for Antelope.
We're coming up on 3 minutes to play.
Now in Miner territory on the 49-yard line.
Here comes Antelope. Spagnola sends a man in motion and then puts it up the middle again. It looks like they are content with just battering the line. That will be a first down for Antelope.
So now with the game 21-21, super close with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. The last thing you need on either team is penalties, and that's what we've had all game. Let's see if the teams can refrain themselves from having a penalty.
Again, 2 big men in the backfield for the Titans. Man in motion. Handoff again. Up the middle. Breaks to the outside and now has an open field. First down yardage at the 20-yard line. Finally pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, great run to the right.
And that was
Antelope.
number 23, Elijah Dotson.
Yes, he had a huge hole on the right. Elijah took advantage of that and got the first down and more.
You know, it's funny what an interesting game football is. A few moments ago, they had a 3rd down and 15, and it looked like it was really going to open the door for Nevada Union to win this contest. And then moments later, they're at the 19-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Yes, they are in the red zone now in the 19 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining.
Spagnola.
The coach out on the field asking for timeout, and he gets it with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left, and he is out of timeouts after that one.
So no timeouts. Here's a look at the scoreboard. Let's break it down here for you. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to play, 21 all, and it is a 1st and 10 for Antelope.
Yes, Antelope driving down the field really well, and the Nevada Union defense has to come up big right here.
We're pleased to be able to present this game to you in high definition. And next week, we will broaden our coverage. We will most likely have more camera angles. And if you live in the Nevada County area in California, This game will be broadcast live on Comcast. But here we go. 1st and 10. In the shotgun. Cuts to the left. Nice gain. Up the middle. Touchdown! Titans!
Yes, the Titans score for the first time in the second half, and Nevada Union has to feel disappointed on that drive.
So with 2:08 to go, Antelope scores, takes the lead 27-21, and now they line up for the extra point.
And Nevada Union has to play catch-up again.
The ball is spotted and kicked and looks good, and it is. 2:08 to go here from Hooper Stadium on opening night. Antelope leads Nevada Union 28-21. The Miners will have one more shot at it.
Yes, it will, and it should be fun. The Nevada Union offense has been great all night, and I can't wait to see this last 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Well, Joey, we'll see what the 2-minute offense brings tonight.
Yes, we will.
So Houlihan huddles with his team and readies them. Owen Dalbon has really shown his ability to score for the Miners. The 2 scoring drives in the second half in which they've shut Antelope out have both been long drives.
Yes, they have. So let's see where this kickoff goes from Antelope.
So here we go. Buckle up your seat belts. We're ready to roll. Another high pooch kick. This time he picks it up. He's going to run with it. Gets to the 30, and picked up about 8 yards on the play.
And if he were to fair catch that ball, he would have lost the 4 yards that he got right there. So smart decision of catching that ball and running with it.
So in this early season, in the first preseason game, the junior Owen Dalbon has the opportunity now with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left to see what he can do with the Nevada Union Miners. They trailed 21-0. They tied it at 21. They now trail 28-21. And Joey, here we go. First play. Seemed like a broken play, and now there's a flag. There's going to be a penalty against Nevada Union as it looked like Andrew Link blocked a man from behind, and they're going to call holding.
Nevada Union hasn't had that many penalties in the second half, but this one was in a crucial situation. Is a bummer as they will find themselves 1st and 20. All the way back to their 20-yard line.
Well, you know, in the previous series, Antelope had long plays that they had to convert, and now the Miners are faced with the same challenge. So, 1st and 20. And Dalbon is knocked down. The ball looks like it comes loose.
Antelope's pointing their direction, but nobody from the...
And it is. Yep. It's Antelope ball. So the Miners, on their first turnover of the night, perhaps make it fatal, as now Antelope will have the ball with 1:51 to play, and the Miners have but 2 timeouts.
Yeah, it looked like Owen Dalbon never got that ball cleanly and right off the snap.
In the bottom of the screen, you see Dennis Houlihan out pleading his case, and it looks like right next to him is John Keith, but this is going to be a Titans ball.
Yeah, I think Coach Houlihan was saying on that Antelope did not have the ball coming up from that. There was no one near where the ball was at the end of that play.
Well, an exciting game. People are beginning to leave now, and there is a direct snap again to number 4, Garrett Chapman.
And if you're this Miners defense, all you're trying to do right now is to rip that ball out of the rushing or the running person's hand right now because you need to get a turnover right here.
2nd and 2. The Miners take about 15 seconds, but they call timeout. The clock is down to 1:36. We'd like to remind you to join us next time when Nevada Union comes home for another home game that we will be able to bring to you live. That contest is coming up, and it will be on September 16th, so 3 weeks from now, here at Hooper Stadium against Napa. It promises to be a great contest. Can the Miners keep up with Napa, or will Napa show their D1 prowess? We shall see, but we'll look forward to joining you on that night live here from Hooper Stadium.
Antelope comes back on the field on the 2nd and 2.
Miners down to 1 timeout. And again, a direct snap to Chapman, and he gets a great gain on the play. The Miners have had a really hard time in defending that direct snap back to Chapman tonight.
It's going to be 1st and goal for Antelope as the clock's winding down from 1:30.
It's got to be about 75 degrees here, and our producer-director, Zoe, has put a sweatshirt on, and just looking at her makes me feel hot.
Zoe's been great all game except eating right in front of us. How could she?
She likes popcorn. What else can you say, Joey? So, 1st and goal, 1:07. They move it up the middle. There is a pile, but I think they're going to be short, and they will be. Will the Miners take their last timeout? The clock is running with 53 seconds to play.
Well, Nevada Union has a lot to look forward to after this game. Their offense looked tremendous tonight, cut back on some of those penalties, and there's a different result on that scoreboard.
You know, and let's give them credit. They trailed 21-0. They came back to tie it at 21. Antelope with a late score. And now they're going to just kneel down, and they do.